My name is Gary Butterfield.
My name is Cole Ross.
And welcome to Real Lich Hours, the Baldur's Gate 3 podcast with art by Jaden Dale and music by Gwen Static.
Yeah, and this episode, we get a checkup at the House of Healing, and other things, assorted services.
Yeah. We rate the Wraiths in the Fiend Folio.
We tell the story of the fall of Reithwyn in Legends and Lore.
And then question what we'd want to see in a mod in Up on a Soapbox.
Yeah, before finishing things out with a letter from the forum.
Yeah. So we're going to do the rest of the zone. We're going to do a couple of things that are technically zone adjacent after this.
Yes.
There's a fish shack. They thought that closed that place down. And it leads into the mausoleum. These things are all connected. Like you can actually take the mausoleum to the mausoleum basement or the mortuary basement in the House of Healing. This will all connect to the Gauntlet of Shar, things like that. If we do that now, we're skipping a whole bunch of Moonrise social shit. So that's going to be the mausoleum and then the Moonrise episode. And then we'll finally get into the end game, I think.
Or the end game of Act 2. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. The Gauntlet of Shar stuff. And this episode has some stuff that we're both going to do, but a lot of it is Cole and Gorman stuff.
Yeah. So let's do the stuff that we hit together first. We have kind of a dangling loose end from Thisibald. We've learned about his predilection for developing new kinds of poisons, and we can get into his lab with the key that we found on what was left of his body. Yeah.
There's some fun environmental storytelling here. There's somebody who he put in a cask. Disposed of an enemy here, which always makes me think of that urban legend.
Oh yeah,
of the pirate in the rum. When I used to read Snopes and scare myself in my early 20s and late teens. They're talking about this. He has a stash of purple worms. There's be marked on the map. We can find this and allows us to make purple worm poison. None of the poisons in this game, other than the sleep and paralysis ones, do too much.
It's just a little bit of extra damage, mostly.
Usually.
This is a fine amount of damage. I think it's like a D8 something there. But I think it's used up almost immediately once you get it. Just, I don't know. Using a poison that I find on the floor somewhere is more easy and justifiable to do rather than going through the crafting interface to make it. I literally might be giving up a huge advantage just by being lazy.
Well, the interesting thing about it, so I was looking at this before we recorded because I was like, what I wanted to verify is that in the tabletop game, purple worm poison is serious rather. It can do 12d6 extra damage.
Holy shit.
On something, which is nuts.
Yeah.
I understand why they didn't allow that in this game. I think they wanted to have Thisibald be into what is narratively the nastiest poison in the world.
Gotcha.
But could not give you a 12d8 extra poison damage.
It's weird that they gave you a location of a stash. If they didn't want you to have access to that, you could I got there and the worms got away or something.
Yeah, or you have one dose of it, and it's the only dose of it in the game. The game isn't afraid to do really powerful things you can only do once.
Yeah,
and they still get a save versus it. So I don't know. It's a little bit of a missed opportunity. We can also just buy them next door. We can head to the House of Healing, and there's a nurse there that sells this poison.
Yeah.
Which kind of takes away I wonder if this used to be a different thing. Maybe this poison in development was very powerful, and then they lowered it, and then they added it to her, inventory.
Maybe.
Once they scaled it back.
Yeah.
Not sure.
A central feature of the town, kind of at the crossroads, is this big statue of Shar. That is guarded by a lot of shadow harpers who have been corrupted by the shadow curse. In addition to just some shades, I think there's a wraith here. Yeah, we're gonna talk about shades and wraiths later. There's also another encounter that I don't know that I made mention of, where it's some shadow orcs. And stuff.
Yeah.
This is one of the more combat